free.Renata Leuffen Corporation. I am Renata Leuffen, and today we want to look at a technique to overcome depression called flipping. While I was doing the videos this afternoon about depression, a lady was sitting on a bench and watching me, and she just came to me and said that it's fantastic what I do, because a friend has just been diagnosed with depression today and been prescribed medicine, and she doesn't want her friend to be on tablets. So her friend will now be watching my videos about depression and hopefully get off depression very quickly. Flipping. What does flipping mean? Flipping is a technique you use to reverse your negative thinking and your negative emotions. You get yourself a notebook and a pen, and then you start to observe your thoughts. You write down every negative thought and you date it. For example, you could write down, this morning I thought about the bills and that I cannot pay them, and I got very depressed. I felt very bad. I then drank a glass of wine. Then you accumulate all these negative thoughts, and after some days you go over them and you analyze them. So for example, you wrote down, this morning you thought about all the bills that you cannot pay them, and you started to get very depressed. This is negative. So you have all the negative statements always on the left side of your notebook. You leave the right side blank, and you leave it blank to write in the positive notes and remarks and revelations that you get. So on the left side you have this comment about this morning and the bills that you were thinking that you cannot pay them and that you got depressed. So now, as you revise, you go on the right side, right next to this comment, and you flip it around. You could flip it around by writing down, this morning I thought about the bills and I decided to not get depressed and to not get in panic, but to devise a plan that will enable me to pay those bills, and I believe that these bills will get paid. I think you can immediately notice the difference. Whereas the negative way of thinking led you to drink a glass of wine to ease the pain, your positive way of thinking led you to think about a solution, and you did not need and did not drink the glass of wine. So you flip everything that you think and that is negative around into a positive thought and a positive feeling. And you do this over a period of time. What you will discover is, if you are persistent, what kind of thoughts do pull you down into depression. You will realize that there is a pattern. Things will become obvious to you, and you will be able to devise a strategy how to eliminate these negative thoughts. And you do this by flipping them around into their positive. sugar, because it is easy, it doesn't cost anything, it is a good investment of your time, and it does lead to really good results. I have been using this technique myself, and it helped me to realize one of my key fears, and to actually get rid of this fear. So instead of going into despair, instead of drinking a glass of wine or having a cigarette, instead of being paralyzed, it's much more productive if we take action, if we take the negative thought, write it down in our diary, then go over it and turn it around into a positive thought, a positive statement, also a positive action statement, and continue to learn to think positive and to be solution-minded. Depression is not the answer to the problems that we have, but depression is a problem and causes even more problems. And the only option we have is to get totally rid of depression. And depression is curable. Depression is not something that has to stay in our lives if we don't want it. And we don't want depression.